Non-interest finance has become an alternative source of funding for nations that are going through crises and period of uncertainty, as we are currently witnessing across the globe. Welcome to Islamic Finance Daily Update, where we bring you activities in the non-interest finance market. In this edition, here are the lineup of stories we'll be looking at. Our first update for today is from Nigeria, where Lotus Capital Limited announced a payment distribution of 22 naira per unit in the market, due to be paid to unit holders in the Lotus Halal Fixed Income Fund, whose names appeared on the register as at last week Friday, July 10, 2020. The payment will be made by the fund manager of the Lotus Halal Fixed Income Fund on Tuesday, July 14th. Still on the halal industry, the Indonesian government is in early discussions about designating halal industrial areas as special economic zones to attract investors. Abda Al-Zar, Director of Islamic Economic Development and Halal Industry at the National Islamic Finance and Economic Committee, said he was of the view that Indonesia has 15 special economic zones and the government is keen to attract more investment through them. Special economic zones enjoy certain privilege in a new regulation signed by President of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, in February. Facilities and ease of custom provided for business entities in the SEZs include the exemption of import duties that are not subject to taxes in the importation of capital goods in the context of SEZs development. Businesses that make investments in a main activity may also obtain a reduction in corporate income tax on the income received or obtained from the main activity. A new law will be required to make the SEZ status a reality for halal industrial areas, but for now, discussions are ongoing, according to Ali Azri. Halal areas make up a very small proportion of the more than 100 industrial zones throughout Indonesia, but more may be coming, according to the Ignatius Wasito, the Ministry of Industry Director of Industrial Region. Malaysia's Lembaga Tabung Haji posted 1.25 billion ringgit, that is $293 million, in net profit for the first 6 months of this year, a rise of 47% compared to 849.66 million ringgit for the same period in 2019. Tabung Haji, which helps Malaysians save for the Hajj, said in a statement on Thursday, July 9, its investment income reached 1.55 billion ringgit, 65% of which came from fixed income investment. Property investment generated an income of 204.57 million ringgit, while Islamic money market investment contributed 187.30 million ringgit and equity investment 150.27 million ringgit. The Islamic financial institution said it is preparing for a more challenging Hajj management next year following the postponement of this year's Hajj. This includes addressing new challenges, such as the provision of services that takes into account the COVID-19 pandemic, it said. Operationally, Tabung Haji needs to be more efficient by improving its services and reducing costs, added Group Managing Director and CEO Nick Moid as Yudin Yusuf noted. The company said that moving forward, digital services will be the main focus as majority of depositors are tech-savvy. Total deposits from around 9 million will be pilgrim savers, which 73.86 billion ringgit from 69.42 billion ringgit at the end of 2019. Tabung Haji said it registered over 123,000 new savings accounts opening in the first half of the year. Looking at the ISDB activities, the Islamic Development Bank has restated its commitment to supporting the people of Yemen to achieve stability and socio-economic development. So far, the total financing for the member countries has reached about $1 billion during the recent virtual donors conference hosted by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The ISDB announced its support in financing projects in Yemen amounting to $100 million, out of which the $3.6 million is to support the fight against COVID-19. The amount were allocated to the health and agriculture sector, of which $20 million were allocated for the health sector and approved by the bank on 16th of June 2020 and will be implemented by the World Health Organization. As part of the ISDB international collaboration to minimize the impact of COVID-19 on education for its member countries, the bank has been selected to serve as grant agent for the GPE COVID-19 accelerated grant allocated for Yemen amounting to $11.5 million. The Islamic Development Bank was among the emerging market pioneers and leadership over the 2010 to 2020 decade who featured in the 5th Annual Green Bond Pioneer Awards announced by the Climate Bond Initiative last week. ISDB was announced as the winner of New Market Green Pioneer in Saudi Arabia. Dr. Bandar Aja, president of the ISDB, in his remarks said, "The Islamic Development Bank is honored to be selected as a New Market Pioneer. This recognition reaffirms our determination to mainstream climate action along with innovative and sustainable financial instruments such as Green Sukuk to ultimately serve our member countries in achieving the sustainable development goals. We also greatly appreciate the confidence of investors who are our partners in making it happen." Focusing on achievement by organizations, financial institutions and governments, the Green Bond Pioneer Awards are the premier international recognition of best practice and innovation in green finance, encompassing green bonds, loans and sukuk, and significant market development in climate and transition-based investment. The GBPA also maintains a long-standing focus on highlighting green investment in emerging economies and acknowledging regional and national entrants to the market. New green issuers from Central America, the Caribbean, Middle East, Mediterranean, and Eastern Europe feature in this year's awards, reflecting the growing global diversity in green financing origination. The 2020 awards, which coincide with the Climate Bond 10th year anniversary, also include new categories acknowledging decade-long contributions to building green financing from both public and private sector financial institutions. And that will be all for today. To watch more videos, read news stories, reports, and analysis on Islamic finance, log on to our website www.prosharend.com. Also, you can engage us on our social media handles displaying on the screen. Till we come your way again, thank you for watching and bye for now.